Taurus, hi, welcome to your August 2025 reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Taurus. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you're interested in a Taurus, please try to remember that these are for the collective, so they are general readings. If it does not resonate, that is okay. Don't force situations or messages to fit. If it doesn't, check your other placements and other Taurus readings on this channel. Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa, so please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you, and it helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. Yes, so all of that being said, Taurus, we are now out of Mercury retrograde for a couple of days here. So things should be starting to balance out, okay? Take a breath, get yourself grounded again, and push on until the next one in November, okay? If anybody needs something more on a personal in-depth on themselves in a situation, feel free to reach out to me. I do offer that. So all that being said, Taurus, let's get right into this, my darlings, and see what August has in store. For Taurus, please, August 2025. You got some good luck coming in here. Luck is on your side. Transformation. Grieving. Compassion. And boundaries. Something has happened in the recent past that has caused you some feelings of grief here. Okay, and it could be you're just grieving what you've lost within yourself with that transformation and with that change. You're grieving little bits and pieces that you may have released. And that's normal. When we transform or when we level up, whatever it is that we're doing and releasing, we do grieve that. That is the whole point of letting it go. You heal it. You deal with it, you heal it, you release it, you grieve it. Because now that healing has happened, you have the time and space to sit there and really think about things. How things happened, how they didn't happen, things you should have said, things you didn't say, those kind of things. So you need to have some compassion for yourself, thus having compassion for the people around you. But you are setting up some boundaries here. It's like you had to have this transformation due to something negative, and now you feel like you're starting to get into a good place here. So now you're having to set up some strong, healthy boundaries here, so people won't trespass on what it is that you have going on. Never think that your boundaries are wrong. Boundaries are to protect yourself and to protect your space. All right, let's get some cosmic insight here. What else for Taurus, please? For Taurus. Okay. Oh, you kind of got some messages that want to come out, but there's still something that is preventing you from receiving certain messages here. Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. You're not closed off anymore. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want here. And keep it positive. No matter how hard it might be, you got to keep positive with it, because things don't, when we manifest stuff, it doesn't just come back in the next day. No, no, no. Divorce, experience, and a breakup. That could be. But look here. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. So, okay, somebody may be going through a situation with someone where divorce or a breakup was threatened here because things weren't going the way that they wanted them to, etc., etc. They don't want this fall apart any more than you do. So it's time to transform it, make it new. Luck is on your side. So if you start changing little certain things here and there, they did. They had you afraid because they had you grieving this. They was on bullshit. It was a scare tactic here, Taurus. And if it was you who did it, you hit the damage where you wanted to do damage at, even knowing that you had no intention of really calling this off. All right, let's get some healing soul messages from your spirit guides. What else for Taurus for 2025 August, please? Why did I say that backwards? Come on now. All right, what messages do you have for Taurus? Ooh, nope, that is a whole book of 7. All right, Spirit says no more. All right. It's time to cut these bad boys back, I swear. Your life plan is unfolding as it should. So everything that is happening, you're not to question. It is meant to be this way, okay? This is the perfect time. The perfect time to transform. The perfect time to set up those boundaries. You came to serve. Ask your spirit guide and carry the torch for others to see. Wake up the world. So whatever it is that you've gone through, you have now experiences and lessons that you can show everybody else here. Leading other people out of their own darkness kind of a situation. All right, let's get a romance angel. All right, for Taurus, please. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. You may be being with somebody, dating someone, married to someone who is a different background, different ethnicity, different religion, something that you're not used to, something that is completely new and different, and it could be causing a little bit of, if we can't find common ground here, what are we really doing here, Taurus? The kind of thing. But all is not lost here. Because like I said, whoever was saying, let's break up, let's divorce, let's they don't want that any more than you do. They want to be able to balance this out here. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the tea has to say. 2 more, please. For Taurus, what more can you tell me, please? here we go. Overall energy for this reading is the Two of Pentacles here. Okay. Capricorn energy, the Four of Cups, Cancer, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. You are standing up, setting these boundaries. You are standing in your power. You are doing that thing here, Taurus, okay? The Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, the Death, Scorpio, the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, the Devil, Capricorn, the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, and the Seven of Wands, Leo. Okay. So you pretty much got a whole Capricorn coming in real thick here, though. All right. So you do have a lot of priorities going on right now, and time management might be a problem here, that you're not able to fit everything in. You are trying to put balance in. You're trying to adapt to the new situations and the things that you have going on. But you're balancing the decisions that you know you need to make, to kind of free up some time, free up some space to make it, doable on both sides here. You're kind of having a pity party here right now, Taurus. You're letting the disappointments and the dissatisfaction disconnect you from the things that you love, the people that you love. A little bit of stagnant energy here, just kind of not realizing that, yes, okay, you may have had this, and this go wrong, and it's making you feel this way. These disappointments have made you just kind of stop what it is that you're doing here. But you are contemplating, you're thinking about things, you're trying to find resources and actions to be able to do here. Some of you may actually be wanting to think about going back to school to elevate yourself, because you have, the deep thinking of, evolving and leveling up here. You have the Hierophant that's coming in right next to that, plus with that Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, there is something here that may have to do with jobs, careers, higher commitment, leveling up here. For some of you. For others of you, you're disappointed in a higher commitment with your person here. You're not really seeing, eye to eye. You want their approval here, of what it is that you're kind of doing. There's karmic lessons that are being showed here. Either way, it's showing as you putting in the work. But as you get to this, trying to balance things out, releasing some of the things that are keeping too much space, those disappointments are going to show up in the form of, well, I didn't get to do this. I'm kind of disappointed about it. Okay, but don't be disappointed about it, because eventually, if it's something that you were meant to do and you really want to do, it will circle back around when things settle. Your intuitions are high here. You're a very traditional person. You want the traditional aspect of the marriage, the family, all of that. But again, you have religious benefactors here that maybe your person doesn't maybe view things quite like you do. And it's going to be a learning lesson for both of you. And there is karmic lessons that are being learned here, okay? But you are putting in the work. You're putting in that work to have that change, to end certain things about the things that don't make you super happy, okay? Whether that be in your relationship, whether that be in your career, family, friends, it doesn't matter. You are shifting things around now so that you can have these new beginnings and this new change and this transformation that you've been waiting for, knowing that it was going to come, so that you can end whatever hard cycle that you're on right now and get that fresh start here, to build a strong foundation, to have the partnership that you want. But it's going to be you and your person doing it together, building it together, showing each other what it is that you can do, and knowing that with everything that you have going on, that it's going to be a healthy, happy, grounded foundation that you are going to continuously build on, no matter how toxic things get, because there's a lot of shadow work that needs to be done here, Taurus. I'm not sure if it's more you or the person that you're dealing with, but there is shadow work that needs to be done. There's a lot of things that are holding you back. And there's a lot of temptations. This could be very minor things to very extreme things. Very destructive behaviors at times, very codependent, very toxic, which is why maybe that talk of breaking up or divorcing was here. But you're seeing the long-term view here. And like I said, the hard work is being put in. You're just waiting for the payback, okay? The investment that you're putting out, you're waiting for that investment to pop back into you so that you feel like you're invested in as well. You want sustainable results with everything that you have going on, your job, your love life, whatever this connection is to you, you want the stability of it. But you're challenging every movement that is made here. You're standing your ground. You're really having a hard time being a little bit flexible here. Almost kind of coming off as it's my way or the highway kind of thing. You don't want to relinquish control just yet. So you're standing your ground, but the way you're doing it is you're doing it to a level of, you shouldn't be mad at me because I'm just protecting myself. That's not what that's not what you're doing. You're being difficult. You're challenging everything. Everyone is a component. There's always a competition here, and there is something always that needs to be won here. You need to change your thought process here. Because if you challenge this person too much, they're going to be part of that change. They're going to be part of that ending. Or vice versa, however it is. I don't know. But make sure that those boundaries that you're trying to set up don't have that toxic, packaging on it. You got to deal with the shadow work here. And that codependency needs to end. All right, Taurus, let's get a card from the universe has your back to close this off. For Taurus, please. August 2025. For Taurus. Thank you. I honor how I want to feel. So if you honor how you want to feel, you need to honor how other people feel as well. So this person Lead by example. If you don't feel like they're honoring and valuing your feelings, flip it on them. Value theirs, honor theirs, okay? All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.